on squats. Just a body weight squat today. Don't worry about having a load until just yet. A lot of the miscues of squats happen to be, limited flexibility in the hamstrings, poor core stability, poor balance, not the greatest posture. So those are things we'll talk about and how to fix them. With your squat, you want to focus on not letting your knees cave in, keeping your heels down, not to be on your toes, having your core to be very strong, keeping your head and chest up. A lot of things to think about, but over time they all piece together and build up some very good squat technique. I'll show you how things can go wrong, and I'll also show you how to fix them. First up, one of the big things that happen is people come onto their toes as they go down into a squat, which would look something like so. As you can see, the lower I went, the less balance I had. Being on my toes, you have a smaller surface area with your feet. Staying down on your heels will give you a stronger base, enabling you to be lower and stronger in the bottom portion of the squat. So, being on your heels will look a little bit like this. Also, as I said, people's knees cave in when they do their squats. It's not the best thing to happen, especially when you have a load of weight on your back for a back squat, because when you let your knees cave in, you're not as strong. It's not as supportive. You want to have all the muscles in your legs working, not just your quads and hamstrings. If it's a heavy squat, why not have more of your leg muscles do more work? No mathematician, but I think that works out. People have their knees cave in when they go down, they have them cave in when they come up. It will look a little something like so. As you can see, I was off balance. I started to come up on my toes when I had my knees caving in. Again, you don't want that to happen. Focus on pushing your knees out as you come up out of your squat. Keeping your core strong can help you in this. If anything, you're doing bodyweight squats, do them slower. You can adjust yourself in a bodyweight squat rather easily because there's no load on your back. You can adjust yourself mid-position if you notice something going wrong. Like I said, push the knees out as you're coming up out of the squat. Think of the outside of your shoe, pushing your feet out, pushing your knees out, should be something of this nature. Like so. Again, keeping your head and chest up nice and high. If you had a bar on your back, you wouldn't want to be leaning forward as you go down in your squat. The weight would topple you over. Again, safety concern. So, something to think of is keeping your core stability strong. Your abs, your low back, everything's engaged in a squat. It's a very good ab workout, if you think about it. So what it would look like if someone was leaning too far forward into their squat, with the deeper they go, would be something like this. So as you can see, I was leaning forward. I came up on my toes a little bit because my body was being pulled forward. You want to keep, like I said, those abs tight. Keep your back engaged as well. Staying back on the heels and keeping your head and chest up would look a little more like this. One way to do that is right before you head down into your squat, engage your core muscles, tighten up your abs, then descend down into your squat. Feet placement is a big thing. Put shoulder width apart gives a good distance for your squat stance. You can have your toes pointed out just a little bit as you feel comfortable with it. Most people's knees don't track perfectly with their feet straight forward, so having them pointed out can help in that tracking of the knees. as you can see in this position here. Good stuff. Lastly, what I want to talk about is depth. Don't worry about going deep in your squat just yet. Ideally, you want to have your hip crease go below your knee crease. That would be a very good squat, or as it's called, ass to grass, ass to calves. That comes with range of motion, comes with flexibility. Focus more on keeping your depth as low as you can go without sacrificing your form. If you only go to, say, here, that's just fine. Work there, and then decrease your depth as you feel capable. Good squats, show a few in a row, just so you can get the idea. Alright? Alright guys, that's some good squat technique. Hope it helps you out. I'll see you next time.